Right. Right. Okay. Welcome everybody. This is San Francisco State's pod presentation. We have Valerie Grace Amoin here presenting. So without further ado, take it away, Valerie.
Cool. Hi, everyone. My name is Valerie Grace, and I'm an outreach specialist here at San Francisco State University. Thank you so much for being here. Can you all hear me? Yeah? Awesome. Today, I have the wonderful opportunity to tell you all about San Francisco State and all the amazing things. It's going to be pretty quick. I might power through this presentation. So please, if you have any questions, I'll be taking some time in between each slide or in between every so many slides or so. And you can help ask those questions, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen really quick. Yeah, awesome. And then you all can see my PowerPoint? Yeah, okay. Awesome. Cool. Like I said, y'all, my name is Valerie Grace. I'm an outreach specialist here at San Francisco State University. And today I have the wonderful opportunity to tell you all about San Francisco State. We're super close to you. So we should definitely keep us as an option. I know when I was in undergrad or when I was in high school, I was like, oh man, this school is so close. I'm going to apply somewhere else. But San Francisco State is an amazing school to apply to if you're interested. Our motto is put your passion into our motto is experiencia docet, experience teaches. We want you to put your passion into action, whatever that is. If it's film, we're actually one of the top 25 film schools in the nation. Our students, because of Jonas Rivera, who is an alumni from San Francisco State, he graduated from here and then went on to work at Pixar. Our students have an opportunity to intern at Pixar, Lucasfilms. Students have worked on movies like Surf's Up. The music from Titanic was produced on our campus, so a lot of cool things there. We have the very first and only College of Ethnic Studies in the entire nation, or we used to be the only College of Ethnic Studies in the entire nation. I think there's one now in SoCal, but we have the very first one. So if you're interested in studying Africana Studies, Asian American Studies, Race and Resistance Studies, even Gender Studies, you can study that through our College of Ethnic Studies. We're top 10% of business schools globally. We are a huge business school. Most of our students are actually in our Lamb Family College of Business. And I don't know if y'all know like Senior CSIG. This is my favorite fun fact about this campus. I don't know if y'all know Senior CSIG. Have you ever heard of Senior CSIG? Can I get like a thumbs up if you have or have not? No, that's okay. Senior CSIG is like a Filipino Mexican fusion food truck, and I think they have an actual stores, a couple of them around the city too, but they're so good, y'all. You should try it. That was actually created by San Francisco State, which is super awesome. We're also an institution deemed most value. So here's the thing: we want to make sure that you have a really good quality education while also trying to keep it as financially accessible as possible. So we try to keep things real cheap for you while also providing you with a bunch of resources. Our students and alum go on to get lots and lots of awards. So Pulitzers, Oscars, Emmys, Grammys, Tonys. If there's an award up there, someone from our campus has probably already won it, which is super cool. We are a university, so we do house multiple colleges. We have our Lamb Family College of Business, our Graduate College of Education. So we started off as a teaching school and we still help produce most of the teachers in San Francisco. College of Health and Social Sciences for our students who are interested in sociology, psychology, child and adolescent development, anything like that. We have our liberal creative arts, so like our film students, science and engineering students, right? Math, anything like that. And then our College of Ethnic Studies. So lots and lots of majors. We have lots and lots of colleges. Because we have over 77 majors, if we include our concentrations, we have over 100 to choose from. What are you all interested in studying, by the way?
Have any idea what you're interested in? You have any idea what you're interested in?
Probably like musical theater.
You hear that, Valerie?
Musical theater. I love that. We have a great theater arts program on our campus, and it's housed within our liberal and creative arts. So you actually, if you want to, like we did the photo before, let me show you again. This photo is actually when we did Chicago on our campus. So every year pre-pandemic, every year our students would host a play on campus. So they did Chicago, they've done so many other ones, and that's all completely student run. So musical theater, y'all come through, we got you. What else are y'all interested in studying? What's that?
Real estate.
Real estate.
Ooh, real estate. Nice. So you can get your real estate license somewhere else. But on our campus, if you want to go into real estate, I think you should definitely go into one of our business administration majors, because that's going to help make sure that you're getting all that right background information in order to be a good real estate agent, like looking at the economics of the area and all that stuff. So definitely a good choice would be in our Lamb Family College of Business. Anyone else know what y'all want to do? What's that?
Political science.
Oh, political science. Yes, San Francisco, it is a very politically driven city. So I have a student who went and interned at City Hall and now currently works in one of the departments there, which is super cool. So if you're interested in political science, definitely come through. Our political science students either go into like working into the city, working with the city or the government. And some students even take political science, go into becoming a lawyer in the future too, if you're interested. Anyone else? Is that everyone?
Yep. You have any majors you're interested in?
Well, I'm actually interested in legal majors.
What's your most important one? What's the biggest one?
I think my most important major is
Computer
computer science.
science.
Oh, computer science. Dope. That's actually a great segue. Computer science is one of our most popular majors on our campus. We have a whole bunch of popular majors on our campus. This is our top 10: business, engineering, computer science, everything that's on this list right here. So just in case you can't read, we have business administration, engineering, computer science, communication studies, psychology, biology, cinema, English, criminal justice studies, and child and adolescent development. So popular does not mean that it's impacted. Impacted means there are more students applying than there is room to fully accommodate everyone. So impacted basically means it's competitive to get in, okay? Not all of our popular majors are impacted. The impacted majors are going to be on this blue circle here. So if you're interested in business with a concentration in accounting, that's impacted. Our kinesiology with concentration in exercise and movement sciences. So if you're thinking of becoming a PE teacher or a physical therapist, that major is impacted. Our BSN in nursing, of course, is impacted. Psychology is also an impacted major, social work, and pre-nursing. So for us, if you're interested in an impacted major, you'd be applying to the pre whatever major that is. So we're still only looking for minimum admissions requirements, but we'll be looking at your college career in order to see if we can get you admitted into that actual major. Okay, if you don't get into the actual major, it's fine. We're not going to kick you out of school. We'll just put you in a major that's not impacted. Okay. Questions about that? So many. Oh, whoa. There's a ton of majors that we have here on our campus, and lots of different ones to choose from. You can change your major. You can double major, which means you can major in two things. You can minor in anything that's not impacted, and so much more. So you have a lot of options here. And if you don't know, you can come in as undeclared as well. Students who decide to go to a four-year institution typically change their majors 2 to even 4 times before they fully graduate anyway. So if you're not sure, that's totally fine. If you're super sure, keep an open mind about all the things that you're learning, because you're going to be learning so many things when you're here at San Francisco State. Okay. Here's the thing though, when you come to San Francisco State, it's not just about school. We have a really, really vibrant life outside of academics here. We have over 200 student organizations that are identity-based. So you can join our Filipino American Collegiate Endeavor, our Students with Disabilities Association, our Korean Students Association, our Black Student Union, anything like that. Okay, so those are super awesome if you're looking for other people who identify similarly as you. We also have 13 sports clubs. So these are sports that are not part of an NCAA Division II league. We are Division II. So if you're interested in basketball, soccer, volleyball, track and field, anything like that, we do have actual sports teams for that within the NCAA Division II league. The difference between us and D1 schools is they're televised. We're not. We're still just as, or we're not as televised. We still get our time on TV, but we're just as competitive as them. Okay. But if you're not into that, you can still be part of our sports club. So we have rugby, we have ice hockey, we have dragon boat, which is super awesome. And these are sports clubs that still play against other institutions. They're just not part of the D2 league. We also have major specific organizations. We have our Business Students Association, we have our Film Society, and so much more, depending on the major that you're interested in or that you're currently in right now. So these are students who have the same career aspirations as you. They're in the same major. They want to get together and learn other things outside of their academics, which is super cool. And then we also have just fun orgs, student orgs. So these are social clubs. We have a Pokemon Go club on campus. I don't know if that's still cool, but it's still cool on our campus. We have a nap club, so they would just go into our student center and nap. It's really cool, and so much more. And then we also have even Greek organization. So if you're looking to be part of a Greek if you have the time, I suggest it. They're really great at helping students grow professionally, leadership development, and so much more. And they also do a lot of community service work as well. Outside of that, we have 30 institutionalized support services. So here's the thing, college isn't just like you go to school and that's it, right? You're going to need some help, and we have institutionalized support services to help you. We have our career services and leadership development office. So if you don't know what you want to do with your life, you can go to them and they'll help you out figuring out what career you could do based on your interest. If you're like, I need help getting a job, they'll help you find a job on campus or off campus. They'll help you with resumes, cover letters, even mock interviews to help you get that job in the future, right? So many different support services. We also have our educational opportunity program. So if you're a first generation low income college student, you can apply for EOP through the Cal State application. So you have to apply for it when you're applying for institutions. On our campus, it's called Educational Opportunity Programs and Pathways, EOPP. But they have extra advising, extra tutoring, they have peer mentorship. They also under them have our guardian scholars for our former foster youth and our trio program also for our first gen students. There's a bunch of resources there. We also have our disability programs and resource center. We have free tutoring. We have a whole fancy schmancy gym on our campus, our Mashuf Wellness Center. It's super fancy, y'all. Inside there's a 41-foot rock climbing wall. We have 3 pools, so a lap pool, an activities pool, and a jacuzzi. We have saunas. We have a massage room in there. It's all fancy and also all paid for through your student fees. We used to have concerts on our campus. We used to have fairs. We had pet therapy. So we had dogs come to campus so you can pet them and hang out with them. Like all of these different things that you can do on campus to help support you mentally, physically, and emotionally while you're here. So we're not just supporting you academically. We're trying to support you in the most holistic way as we possibly can. Okay, so that's super cool. I love it. You can have the majors, you can have your whole life, right? But let's talk about how much it actually costs. So SFSU cost breakdown, it's about $3,720 per semester. Okay. I think they increased it by like $48 per semester this year. I think it's like at 3,768, something like that. So it's a little bit more expensive this semester or this academic year, but it's pretty much around the same $3,700 per semester. Okay, so that's if you're taking more than 6 units, if you're taking more than 2 classes. So each class is typically 3 units here. So 3 units, so 2 classes is 6 units. So once you hit your 3rd class or more than 6 units, that's going to be your tuition per semester. Cool part is it's just that's going to be the same whether or not you're taking 9 units or 12 or 15. I think for financial aid, typically, at least when I attended college, typically it's you have to take at least 12 units to get your full financial aid package. Okay, but that $3,720 per semester, that's your classes and your fees. This $27,000, $21,000 is really just an estimate. So if you're living off campus, on campus with your parents, your meals and housing is really going to depend on where you're living, right? And what kind of meals you're buying. So are you eating out a lot? Are you going grocery shopping or doing any of these things? Okay. Books and supplies depend on your major. Personal expenses depend on the types of things that you're spending. My coworker loves spending it on shoes. Other ones love spending it on concerts and going to baseball games. Transportation, are you driving? So that really depends, right? But the main price is going to be $3,720. So per semester, it's a little over $7,000. And that's still a lot of money. Or per year is about $7,000. So that's still a lot of money. So please apply for financial aid. Gives you access to grants, loans, and work study. Grants is basically free money. Loans you do have to pay back. So always think about it before you accept those loans. Work study, the government gives us money to pay you if you have a job on campus. So you have to apply for a job on campus and actually do work in order to get that work study money. Scholarships is free money, but you have to apply for them individually. Here at San Francisco State, we have a website, sfsu.academicworks.com. That'll give you access to our scholarships page. We have over 800 scholarships that range from $100 to $5,000. So lots and lots of opportunities for you there. You just have to apply for them individually. Okay. If you're coming, questions so far, actually, before I move on.
Do you have any questions so far for Valerie? Okay. Questions?
So if you don't have any questions, it means I'm doing my job absolutely fantastically well. Is that right? If y'all don't have questions. Okay, Cool. Thank you so much. So if y'all are first-time freshmen, if you're coming in right out of high school, we're going to be looking at these things. You probably already know this. You know about your A through Gs? Yes? Cool. You need to pass these with at least a C- or better, okay? Because these are the only classes we're looking at to make preliminary admissions decision. A through Gs, pass them with at least a C- or better. Your minimum CSU GPA at the bare minimum has to be at least a 2.0. We're only looking at your 10th and 11th grade CSU GPA in order for you to get admitted here to San Francisco State. Okay. Technically, we're really looking for a 2.5. If you have a 2.5 or above, take and pass your A through G courses with at least a C- or better and graduate from high school, you're admissible to San Francisco State. That's all you need, right? That's a good part about not being impacted. We're not looking at your SATs or ACTs. We're not looking for like a high 3.7 GPA. We're just looking for at least a 2.5 CSU GPA, A through Gs, and graduate from high school. Okay. Now, if you don't have a 2.5, if you're a 2.0 to 2.49, that's okay. We'll be looking at what we call supplemental factors. So we'll be looking at your overall GPA, your courses outside the minimum A through G requirements. So maybe you took 4 elective courses or 4 years of math instead of 3, or 3 years of a language other than English instead of 2. Okay, we'll also look at whether or not you're in our local admission area, which you are, and if your school does free or reduced lunch. And then we'll also look at your attributes as an applicant. So are you first gen, low income? Are you part of educational programs, youth services? Do you work? Do you do your clubs and organizations? Anything like that. If you're between a 2.0 and 2.49, do you all have above a 2.5 right now? Yes, no, maybe? You don't know. That's okay. If you don't know, that's fine. Just check it out though. If you've had mostly A's and B's, you probably have above a 2.5, right? If you've had a couple of C's in there, but mostly A's and B's, cool, you're probably at that 2.5. If you've only had C's, then you're probably at that 2.0. So we're going to be looking at these supplemental factors, okay? Either way, as long as you at least have a C- or better, you can still be admissible to San Francisco State. We try to keep it as easy as possible. Are any of you thinking of going to a community college first?
Got a question?
Oh, yeah, so I have a question. So I want to do the musical theater or like the theater program, and I'm an honors theater. Does that help me with getting to like with it?
Yeah, so if you're in any honors courses or AP classes, that'll help bump your GPA. But because you're interested in like theater arts, right? You only need minimum requirements. So if you are if you meet our minimum GPA 2.5 A through Gs, right, and graduate from high school, you can get admitted to our theater program just like that. So easy peasy lemon squeezy. You mean? Does that help?
Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. Other questions? Are y'all interested in going to a community college first? Yeah, possibly. Okay. You have 2 options. Okay. So as we call that a transfer student, you can come in as a lower division. So you would transfer to San Francisco State before you become a junior. This is less than 60 transferable semester units. If you do that, we're looking at your high school coursework. So we need to make sure that you're eligible out of high school. You need to have an overall GPA of a 2.0 in your college career, and then you need at least 2 courses. Okay, A2 is a writing course, your first semester of writing, and B4 is a math course. If you have those 2 classes, a 2.0 community college GPA, and we're eligible out of high school, you can transfer in as a lower division transfer student. Okay, this is typically the route for students who like they wanted to take a semester or 2 to kind of gather themselves. Maybe you plan to go to community college and realize, hey, I'd much rather go to a 4-year institution right now rather than wait until I'm a junior. That's what usually students with lower division go. Okay. Most students will come in as an upper division transfer student. This is going to be the way for you to save the most money. I think that a lot for me, when I was a student, I thought about going to community college to save some money, right? It's a lot cheaper to go to community college than it is to go to a 4-year institution. And if you want to stay home for a little bit, you can go to your local community college. Most students will come in as an upper division transfer student. So you would have at least 60 or more transferable semester units. It's still pretty straightforward to get in as an upper division transfer student. And because theater arts is not impacted, all you need is minimum. So you need 60 transferable semester units. 30 of your units have to be general education courses like science, math, social sciences, humanities, arts, anything like that. Still have a GPA of at least a 2.0, and then take and pass what we call our 4 basic areas. So A1 is speech, A2 is your first semester of writing, A3 is at critical thinking, typically your second semester of writing at a local community college, and B4 is quantitative reasoning, which is a math course. Take and pass these with a C- or better. These are kind of like your A through Gs. If you do that, so 2.0 GPA, 60 transferable semester units, 30 of them have to be general education courses, and take and pass the 4 basic areas, you're admissible to San Francisco State. Okay, sound good? Easy? Awesome, awesome. I'm gonna keep going forward. So if you're interested in applying to San Francisco State for fall 2022, our application opens October 1st through November 30th this year. If you want to take a semester off, let's say you want to go start here at spring 2023 instead, our applications will open the month of August 2022. So typically it opens the year prior. So fall 2027, it'll open October, November 2026. Okay. You will be applying at calstate.edu/apply. Super duper easy. And that's pretty much my presentation. I have this QR code up on my PowerPoint. You can come up and scan it if you're interested. This is just basically an inquiry form. So let's say you want to stay in touch with our campus. You're like, hey, I want to get information. We have like a page for you. You want to have your own page. That way you can visit it and keep up with any of our presentations that we're doing, anything like that. You can scan this QR code and you can fill out one of our inquiry forms, and then we'll stay in touch with you. Otherwise, my email is, I'll put it in the chat too. My email is right here as well. Y'all are always welcome to email me if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Once again, my name is Valerie Grace. I'm an outreach specialist here at San Francisco State. Literally, my job is to help you decide whether or not San Francisco State is right for you by giving you as much information as I possibly can. And if you're interested in applying and you're interested in becoming a Gator, my job is to help make sure that you have all the right tools and information you need in order to become a Gator. Okay, so anyone have any questions, comments, and/or concerns?
Does anybody have any questions for Valerie before she heads off?
Thank you.
Yes, or do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. Yeah, the email's right there. I'll make sure all of you get the contact information if you're interested. All right. Did you get her email? You can take a picture of it as well if you need to. We'll have this presentation posted as well on our website, and it'll be linked from the College and Career Center website as well. So, all right. Thank you for coming today, Valerie. We greatly appreciate it. Very great presentation.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me, y'all, and hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Go eat some lunch if you haven't.
Yeah.
All right, bye, y'all.
All right.
Thank you.